This is Detric Leggett here with Paperboy Sports. I'm here with my co-host Landy Mckennie.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on? This countdown to a full quarter. It's about to go down.
Quarter. This is the upcoming season for high school football here in Chatham County. Only thing I can tell you is get yourself prepared. We got us an opportunity to speak with each and every team here in Savannah. And the only thing I can tell you is there's a bunch of rivalries about to jump off. There's a lot of good kids. Listen.
Oh boy.
Hey, I don't talk about people. I really don't. But these teams are hyped up. There's a lot of teams that had a lot of losing seasons last year, and they are coming for blood. So a lot of these teams need to get themselves together. If you are a football fan and your alma mater is out here, you might need to come and support your team this year. Who you talk to this year, Landy?
Man, I talked to Windsor, Jenkins, Bethesda, Memorial, and every school. I mean, that was just the top of it. Every school, everybody I talked to, man, those guys ready. Those guys are ready, man. And then they act like they wanted to get up and fight me from something. I'm just telling them what the other schools were saying. I mean, man,
I understand fully, but let me tell you what I was. I went over to Beach High School and I talked to Johnson. Now, the similarities in those, there's a mentor versus a student.
Okay.
Hey, Coach Hawthorne, I can tell you be ready and be prepared because Johnson High School, they have a juggernaut over there, and they're coming for them. Look. When that coin toss and the game start, all the other stuff go out the window.
So interviews, all of that mess everybody else talked about, none of that matter when the coin go up in the air.
None of that goes. That's just the same as Savannah High. Savannah High was a losing team. They didn't win one game last year.
Right.
Now they gonna come back and get some. We had us a sit down. We had a round table with them, and I think that they got the core over there. They have a fresh quarterback coming on back over there, and he's not a senior. He's a sophomore, and he's coming in there. He started that season last year. He jumped in as a freshman and did what he needed to do. But I believe that with the coaching staff that they have over there, being an alumni there, they have all alumni coaches over there, and I think you need to be prepared. People, be prepared for what you're going to see. This is not a pushover team, and my question to a lot of these teams were, how do we as Chatham County schools get back to the state?
Hey, Savannah High, that's, Savannah High, Beach, Groves, Jenkins, Johnson, all of that was cool. But I went out and saw those kids from Memorial Day School, man. The kids from Memorial Day School, these kids are giants. It's not like they're 17, 18 years old. These kids are 14 and 15. We saw one, man, he was 6'5".
6'5"?
He was 6'5", man, sophomore. 14 years old, man, and these guys, man, they were in the weight room lifting weights, man. I was like, man,
listen, our producer have video of me. I had to get in there, actually pump 225, 315, just to show them kids, hey, we not pushovers here at Paperboy Sports, man. One guy told me he lived 365, and he looked like he, was big as that little stand over there. But the only thing I can tell a lot of people, man, not only Chatham County schools, there's a lot of private schools out right now, and they have a lot of talent. Just be prepared, people. Be prepared. These kids are well prepared. They're well organized. Not only are they very good on the football field, there's some very good scholars also. Their coaches are very prepared. They're very knowledgeable. Bethesda, these are well-spoken kids. Well-spoken. I was at Savannah Christian.
Right.
Well-spoken kids. These children, they're been there 4 years. They know the system. They know exactly what they want out of life. And I really do applaud these coaches and the staff that support these coaches, because without those coaches, these kids are really nowhere. And my question to a lot of those coaches were, how do we prepare our kids to come play football for those organizations coming from Little League on up? And those coaches said just fundamentals. That means that when we're talking about private schools, the best kept secret in Savannah had to be out here at Savannah Country Day.
Ooh. Tate O'Connor.
Listen, to be in high school and have 1,100 yards. Receiving.
Man, don't you know I was watching Sports Center maybe just this morning, and Chad Ochocinco, he had 1,084 yards receiving last year.
Yeah.
And this guy is in high school, Blackburn. His name is Blackburn. You guys better watch it. Like Detric just said, he's the best kept secret in Savannah. That school is the best kept secret in Savannah. You better watch out. And Tate O'Connor has the most accuracy, as far as any quarterback, as far as in the Coastal Empire. To me, he is the most prolific quarterback that's out there right now today.
But what do you think about their neighbor, Windsor Forest?
Well, I'll say this about Windsor Forest. Windsor Forest is a little undersized. They're a little undersized right now, but I think if Windsor Forest, they keep that, like they say, they're doing a lot of conditioning. If they keep themselves conditioned, and be able to play 4 quarters, if they could play 4 quarters and stay healthy, Windsor Forest, they'll give a lot of people a run for their money. But it's not enough. They're not a team on the schedule that you can say, okay, we're playing Windsor Forest. That's a win. No.
You had an opportunity to talk to their coach.
I did. He's a real great guy. But from what he was telling me, and from they're going from the transition that they're going from. I mean, man, they're changing up the offense a little bit without telling too much. I can't tell too much, y'all. I heard a lot. I can't tell too much. But listen to what they were saying about the offense. They're changing up their offense a little bit. They're gonna give some defense or something. They're gonna give them hell this year.
Well, it's a lot of defensive coordinators out there. Like I said, there's a lot of knowledgeable defensive coordinators, and a lot of them feel the same way that we feel. So I think that it's fair to say, beware of Coach Baldwin over at at Johnson. Coach Baldwin has a theory and he has a philosophy, and that's a very, very well-spoken coach. I mean, I had an interview with Coach Baldwin, and Coach Baldwin really took the interview away from me. So, beware of Johnson High School. They have one young man over there, and I'm not going to tell you his name. You need to stay tuned, because this young man, he stood like 6'5", had the braids, looked like T.O. Big guy, man. I was very impressed. I was very impressed with each and every school, the way that they handled themselves when it came down to Paperboy Sports. And we appreciate the opportunity to come in and have a sit-down conversation with Savannah High, along with a couple of other conversations we had with a lot of other schools. And we was outside.
Wait. Oh man, we were outside.
We was outside.
This is one school that I can say. I mean, I'm a Savannah High alumni. I'm a Blue Jacket till the day I die. But BC, they're not a big team. They're big in numbers. I say that much. They're not a big team, but when it comes in size. But when it comes down to conditioning and getting out there and taking care of assignments, that's the school. I mean, football is all about discipline. That school, they are very, very disciplined. Me and the producer, we sat out there and watched them. I mean, man, it was 109 degrees outside, and these kids were running full speed every single down, every time that whistle blow. They were getting at it. It's a quarterback at BC, but you gonna like Detric said, you gonna have to watch the program to see who he is. I'm not gonna tell you. There's a quarterback at BC, and there's a fullback there that when you see these guys on the field, you will know. I mean, man, I'm gonna tell you this right now. BC is running no huddle. Y'all better get right. BC is running no huddle. They are fast paced, man.
I understand that, but Groves has a running back that also does as a defensive back. He would knock your clock out. I mean, it won't be another hand left on that clock. I'm telling you, man. Savannah High School, I'm gonna call this young man in because the coach is adamant about this young man. He said Akil Finn. Watch out for Akil Finn, but the interior defense for Savannah High School is on fire. And Savannah High has that passion right now that they will not be 0-10 this year. And I think every team in Savannah, they probably want to make a super team to get at Camden County, because they are one of those big teams. And we will be at the Camden Johnson game. We will be there.
I'm so excited, man. I'm so excited to see. I mean, for the Savannah, as far as Savannah is concerned, everybody's saying Johnson, as far as 5A is concerned. But when you look on the other side, everybody's talking about Camden, and so Camden has to play Johnson. They have to play each other. We'll be there. Paperboy Sports will be there. You better watch. Man. It's something you really, really want to see.
But it's one team that we slept on the whole time we sat here and we talked. And you had the opportunity to get over and talk to Jenkins High School. That's a sleeper team. Being that the redistricting around Chatham County and all the teams, all the good students are being pulled here and there and the other, I guess, to try to level it out. Jenkins High School has some powerful kids over there.
They do. And I talked to a couple of kids over there, man. And then those kids are really well spoken. They are really well spoken also. But they're good kids in the classroom. But as far as football knowledge, Those kids got it, man. They got it, man. And then they really want to win. I mean, they came out last year. They went to the playoffs. They lost in the first game in the playoffs last year. But this year, they only had, I think they had 6 seniors last year. This year, they bring back almost the whole team. You know, so experience is on their side with Jenkins.
Big question. You've been to a lot of schools, and this is probably a question that a lot of fans want to know.
Right.
How do these weight rooms look? You know, I mean, I know how do they look. Some people probably want to say, well, I wonder where they work out and what it look like. Because I always want to know what an NFL weight room look like. And for other people that don't know, what do a high school weight room look like? And what's the whole aura around that weight room?
Okay, I can say this. I went in, I interviewed 6 schools, right? I went in maybe every single weight room. We went in maybe every weight room. But as far as the best weight room I saw, you know, is as far as for kids or whatever, it was at Bethesda. At Bethesda, man. I'm talking about, man, they had the nicest weight room. It was cool, floor mats, everything brand new. But we're talking about Bethesda. You know, they're always as far as, you know, equipment for their kids. You know,
coming out with the best.
They're gonna have the best for their kids, regardless of what. They're gonna have the best. But you know, Memorial, we talked to the athletic director there. He said we're ugly on the outside, you know, but when we get inside, you get inside our school and you come around the family and the camaraderie. You know, everybody. That's why the kids come to Memorial. Their weight room, I mean, man, I called it the sweat box. As soon as I walked in there, man, I mean, there's 30 kids lifting weights, getting at it, you know. But it was hot as the man.
Yeah, I've been to a couple of places. I went to Groves. Groves High School weight room is adjacent to the school itself. It's a whole private place. You go in there, man, you feel welcome. Everything is not brand new, state of the art stuff, but it's old. Some of the stuff, I think it's designed that way. It's some of the stuff look rusty, but it's some brand new stuff. It gets the job done. Yeah, it gets the job done. It's not how beautiful it is, it's how you put effort in making it happen.
Okay.
But you know, babe, like I say, man, this is the countdown to the fourth quarter.
Countdown to the fourth quarter. It's fourth quarter.